The unexamined life is not worth living. These words, spoken by Socrates over 2,000 years ago, still echo in our modern world, not as a soft whisper, but as a wake-up call. But what does it truly mean to examine your life? And why did Socrates say that a life without examination isn't just incomplete, but not worth living at all? Let's go back in time. Socrates lived in ancient Athens, around 400 BCE. He never wrote down a single word himself, but his student, Plato, recorded many of his conversations. And it was during his trial, when facing the death penalty for corrupting the youth, that Socrates made this bold declaration. See, Socrates believed that wisdom didn't come from having all the answers. It came from knowing how little you truly knew, and being courageous enough to ask questions anyway. He would walk the streets of Athens, stopping craftsmen, poets, politicians, and teachers, and ask them simple but unsettling questions. What is justice? What is beauty? What is a good life? Most people had never thought deeply about these things. They repeated what they were taught. They followed tradition. They chased wealth. They sought status. They lived without asking why. And that, to Socrates, was dangerous. Because without self-awareness, you can't grow. Without questioning your beliefs, you can't tell truth from illusion. Without examination, you might live your whole life chasing things that don't actually matter to you. So let's bring this to you. Right now. Have you ever asked, why do I do what I do? Do my actions align with my values? Do I even know what I believe in? This isn't just philosophy. It's psychology. It's the foundation of mental clarity. In fact, modern therapy, especially cognitive behavioral therapy, is rooted in this very principle, becoming aware of your thoughts and patterns so you can transform them. Think about how many people live on autopilot. Wake up. Scroll the phone. Go to a job they don't care about. Come home. Numb out with TV. Repeat. It's not that this life is evil. But it's unexamined. And when life is unexamined, it becomes reactive instead of intentional. It's easy to be manipulated by marketing, by fear, by social media, by your own past wounds. Examining your life means taking inventory of what truly matters to you. Looking at your past without judgment, but with curiosity. Asking yourself hard questions, like, if I died today, would I have lived on my own terms? Am I choosing this path or avoiding something else? Am I running toward purpose, or just running away from pain? This kind of reflection can be uncomfortable. It might reveal regrets. It might expose lies we've told ourselves. But it also leads to freedom. Because once you know who you are, what you value, what you stand for, no one can take that away from you. Socrates wasn't trying to make life harder. He wanted us to be awake. To be fully alive. Today, more than ever, we need this philosophy. In a world of endless distractions. Where busyness is worn like a badge of honor. Where scrolling can replace thinking. Where people are praised for looking successful rather than being fulfilled. The examined life stands as rebellion. It's saying, I refuse to sleepwalk through existence. I choose depth over distraction. I want truth, not just comfort. So how do you start examining your life? Start small. Journal for 10 minutes a day. Ask yourself, what did I feel today? Why? Reflect on your beliefs. Are they yours, or inherited? Notice your patterns. What triggers you? What brings you peace? And don't be afraid to change. The examined life often leads to growth, and growth means outgrowing parts of who you were. You might change your career. You might change your circle. You might walk a different path than the one society expects of you. That's okay. Because the examined life isn't about being perfect, it's about being honest. Honest with yourself. Honest about what matters. Honest enough to admit when something's not working, and courageous enough to change it. In the end, Socrates drank the poison, sentenced to death for asking too many questions. But his words didn't die with him. They became a flame, passed from generation to generation. A challenge to every human soul. Will you dare to examine your life? Or will you live by default? The choice is yours.